Give us 30 minutes and we'll give you tips and time savers you can put to work in your daily life. In this week's show, we're looking at life hacks, beginning with Pack It In, a primer for travelers trying to get the most out of and into their suitcase.
When I have something that wrinkles, I put it in plastic. Okay, so I've got two shirts that could wrinkle, and I just fold them, put them in plastic, and leave it open a touch.
Then make lunchtime a happy meal for your picky eater. Plus, it's a thoughtful solution. If it works, we put a popular hack to the test. I'm Amy Osher. We'll also have the latest scoops from our reporters and a preview of hot toys for the holidays. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. Who doesn't appreciate a good shortcut? Life hacks are just that, which is why they're so popular across our social media feeds. How-to tips evidently strike a nerve because we're just so darn busy. The U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics releases an annual American Time Use Survey. It breaks down how our time is spent. Turns out we devote on average more hours to work plus related activities than sleeping, with 8 hours 46 minutes spent on work compared to 7 hours 53 minutes of slumber. And if you average together time spent eating each day, you get 1 hour and 5 minutes. Housework, caring for family, and leisure are also packed into our daily lives. The most time challenged are working adults with children.
I think of myself when I was in my 20s and I wasn't doing as much as I'm doing now, and then I have my children, my grandchild, and just working out in the morning and trying to get things done in the afternoon, and then cooking dinner at night when I go home. So it's a lot to pack in.
Everyone can relate to this one. With extra fees for checked bags, space in the suitcase is a precious commodity. Wouldn't it be great to fit a week's vacation in one bag? Naples' premier professional organizer Marla Ottenstein shows us how to pack it in.
Well, as a professional organizer, people are always asking me, Marla, how do you pack for a week or a weekend or a month in a 22-inch carry-on suitcase? And I'm here to show you how. This trip, I'm only taking a 19-inch suitcase, so you're really going to be surprised. First off, the number one hint is to write a list, okay? That is so important. So I've actually broken it down. I'm going to be going away for 5 days. That's 5 nights and 5 days. I'm going someplace they've got a washing machine, and I am allowed to wear something twice without throwing it in the washing machine. So the first thing I do is I try to fill in the pockets of space in the suitcase. People always say, do you roll or do you fold? What I do is I do a little bit of both. I actually roll to fill in the holes, and then I lay things flat. Now you'll notice that everything I'm taking on this trip is blue, black, or turquoise because I can mix and match. Okay, so now I'm laying things flat. I've got my tennis skirts. Those can go in flat, or I could fold those, but I think I'll have more room if I do it like this, okay? I've got t-shirts. Now I'm probably taking 1 or 2 things that I won't even wear, but it's nice to know that I have them. But as you see, everything's the same sort of color theme, and you know, your stuff's not going to be in the suitcase that long, so you don't really have to worry about things being folded perfectly. I just take it off the hanger, and as you see, I really build my clothes up to fill in the space. Now, I'm going to show you something else that I love to do. When I have something that wrinkles, I put it in plastic. Okay, so I've got 2 shirts that could wrinkle, and I just fold them, put them in plastic, and leave it open a touch. I'm just going to put that on top. As I said, I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to packing. That one has to go like that. So this side's pretty darn full. Oh, a couple more things. Now, if there's something that doesn't fit, it's not going to go at the last minute. I always pack spare Ziploc bags. You never know when you're going to need them, okay? I think there's room here for one more thing. Now, you're probably saying, if she's going to play tennis for the weekend, where are her tennis shoes? Well, I already shipped them up to where I'm going because I sent my tennis shoes and my liquids so I don't get stopped by TSA. My shoes are in a bag. I just put them there. Let me show you about folding a sweater. I go like this. I put the arms in like this, like this. I fold it in half. I lay it flat, okay? And same thing with my little sweatshirt. As I said, I'm not a perfectionist about folding. I go like this. And then I tuck this in the little corners of the bag. Get my hat. Have my pashima. Push down. And let's just give it one last zip. And we zip this. Now, my toiletries are all in here, and they will go in my carry-on bag. I just throw them in there. So here I am set for a week or a weekend in a 19 by 9 by 13 inch carry-on suitcase and one tote bag. So here I am, Marla Ottenstein, the professional organizer. It can be done, I can promise you. This is not an impossible feat. Thank you and have a great trip wherever you're going.
This how-to can actually make your drive time a little safer. Setting your car's side view mirrors gets rid of blind spots, but too few of us know the trick to getting it right. Here's Mike Bedreau with T&D Automotive.
Today, we're here to talk about the importance of properly setting up our side view mirrors. The most frequent cause of collisions when changing lanes is by improper setup of our side view mirrors. Today, we're going to try to give you a few tips on how to set up those mirrors so that we can prevent collisions, provide a safer driving experience for you. Okay, now to start adjusting our side view mirrors, what we want to do on the driver's mirror is to lean our head over towards the driver's side window glass, and we want to adjust our mirror until we just barely see the left side of the car. And that's all it takes to properly adjust our driver's side mirror. Now to adjust the passenger side mirror, what you want to do is lean over the center console, look out your right side view mirror, and adjust that right mirror until you just barely see the right rear of the car. And that's how you properly adjust your right side mirror. Now adjusting your rear view mirror is still done the traditional method. Just adjust your mirror until you see clear vision out behind your car. When someone is passing you, you'll first see them in your rear view mirror. They will approach your side view mirror, you'll be able to see them in your side view mirrors, and then you'll be able to see them in your peripheral vision as they approach your automobile. These settings may seem a little strange at first, but they'll provide a much safer driving experience for you.
Packing a lunch for a picky eater, it can be both time-consuming and frustrating. But registered dietitian Holly Granger cuts to the chase, showing us how to make your kids' boxed lunch a happy meal. This comes to us from the USA Today Network.
Hi everybody, I'm registered dietitian and mom Holly Granger, and I pack healthy little lunch boxes every single day for my two girls. They go to school year-round, which means we are always packing lunches. And I'm often asked on my social media channels what to do about packing a lunch for a picky eater. So often people tell me, my child doesn't like this, and they don't like this, and they don't like this, and their school is nut-free, and I don't know what to pack. And to that, I always tell them, think about what your child does like and actually write it down, physically write it down, and make a list of yes foods or favorite foods or whatever you want to call it. And think through all of the food groups and beyond just what you may serve them over and over again if you're in that rut, to help come up with some new and fresh ideas. Something else that I love to do is I like to bring my children in to help with the planning. So whether that's starting at the grocery store phase or it's bringing them into the kitchen with me and helping choose the items that go into their lunchbox, involving your children in packing is really key and crucial in helping to expand their palates. Think about the things they like. Maybe they like grilled chicken. Well, maybe that would mean they would like a grilled chicken sandwich. Think about those items and figure out other ways to find some variety in their lunchbox. Something else that I love to do is with my yogurt. Now the girls really like sweetened yogurt. And when I try to serve them plain, unflavored yogurt, I always get the noses turned up. So I often serve half and half yogurt. So I use half sweetened and half plain. It still has that really sweet flavor, but it's cut the sugar and the calories in half. Something else that I do, because I know they love chocolate, is if I am using something like a plain yogurt or a half and half yogurt, I'll grate some chocolate on top. Just a little bit of grated shavings like this that cover the top, a teaspoon of chocolate at most. But when you grate it, it spreads it around and it lets them see I have a lot of chocolate in my lunchbox. Let's say your children love potato chips. Why don't you try something like roasted chickpeas? Now they may turn up their noses, and that happens, but it's worth a try because these little roasted chickpeas are so crunchy and flavorful, and if you make them with just a little bit of olive oil and salt, they have a very similar taste and texture to potato chips, but they also have all of the benefits of chickpeas, like fiber and protein. Another idea to try, instead of melon, if that's something they like, is mango. Mango is sweet, it has a nice kick to it, it's tangy, and it might be something different. So it's all about expanding the palates and not being afraid to try something different. Sure, give your child one of their safe foods. Let something in this lunchbox be something that you know they like. But then have a little bit of fun experimenting with some other foods, and you may just find some new favorite foods for your little ones. If you enjoy these tips, if you have a picky eater, I want to hear about it. Tell me in the comments and tell me some things that you like to do to help combat the pickies. How do you not just serve them the same thing over and over each day? It's really about thinking outside the box. If you love this video, give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And then you can find more of my healthy little lunch boxes on Instagram as well as on my blog. I hope you have a wonderful school year and good luck with packing those lunch boxes.
We're not done yet. We'll put one time-saving life hack to the test. Stay with us.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now 2 locations to serve you.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
Welcome to paradise. It's Tommy Bahama month at Bears Furniture. Save 50% off all Tommy Bahama designs, Valley High, Ocean Club, Island Fusion, and more. Shop exclusive Tommy Bahama products available only at Bears. In stock, ready for immediate delivery. Save on luxurious upholstery. Your choice, just $19.97. Don't miss the lowest prices of the year. Guaranteed. Tommy Bahama month. On now. Only at Bears.
Talking about tips, you saw it here first. Our reporters dish on their scoops and stories on the beat.
Hi, I'm Alex Glorioso, the political reporter here at the Naples Daily News. The primaries are over and we're starting to move into our coverage of the general election. What you can expect to see from me are some stories about the presidential race, the Senate race between Marco Rubio and Patrick Murphy, and of course we'll be following up on the general election race now between Democrat Robert Neild and Republican Francis Rooney. On Tuesday, I drove out to Tampa to see Hillary Clinton give a speech to students, millennials, local people in Tampa at the University of South Florida. There were about 1,600 people that turned out to see her. She is continuing on her character assassination of Donald Trump. She is really trying to depict him as a person who's unfit to be in possession of nuclear weapons, a person who would not be calm, cool, and collected when it comes down to foreign policy decision, a person who would torture family members of terrorists and enemies of the United States. And in addition, Hillary Clinton is starting to make the case that she's also the best president to help veterans. She's rolling out some policy points on mental health reform in the United States, and she's also extending those policy points to veterans, saying that when they return from war, she is the person who is going to take care of them. She's going to get them mental health treatment for PTSD and for job training. So we will be following up who voters are going to be most interested in terms of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, how the demographics are changing across Florida, and who they really need to be tapping into for their to clinch their nominations. So stay tuned. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Greg Stanley with the Naples Daily News, and this week we're really looking into Immokalee as the Chamber of Commerce in Immokalee really starts to push forward with efforts to incorporate and turn Immokalee into a city. It's got about a population of about 25,000, so it'd be about equal to many of the other municipalities we have here in Collier County and up in Lee County. The big difference, though, that has always been the sticking point in Immokalee is a very low property values, lots of trailer parks, lots of nonprofits. So today, the Immokalee Chamber has spoke to some of the people who helped guide Estero through the process and make Estero a village. And what they found is that that's not necessarily a deal breaker, that you can get around having low property values as a city if you have a strong enough business base. So right now, Immokalee is looking at doing a study to see if it does indeed have a strong enough business base to become a city.
This life hack comes directly from the internet, and you know you can't believe everything you see or read online. We thought it was a great shortcut if it made the cut. We put it to the test to see if you could thaw frozen meat in just 5 minutes with 2 metal pots and some water. We've all been there. You forgot to take your meat out of the freezer, the clock is ticking toward dinner, and it's frozen solid. You could use the microwave, only the defrost mode is hard to manage, and you might end up cooking your food if you don't get it right. So we're going to try a no electricity quick thaw. Just 2 metal pots, water, and the frozen meat, which has to be in a plastic shrink wrap or Ziploc. Here goes. You flip the first pot upside down. Put the frozen meat on top of it. Fill the second pot up with water. It doesn't have to be heated. Then place it on top of the meat and wait. We had to go an extra 5 minutes for a total of 10 because this steak was kind of thick, but you can see all those juices starting to run, proving you can go from frozen to frying pan. Coming up, we've got the scoop on hot toys for the holidays. The folks at Walmart unveiled what they believe will be on every kid's wish list. That's ahead and behind the headlines.
I'm Jeffrey Heitman, NCH. This is my hospital.
I'm Shonavella McCunney, and this is my hospital.
I'm Thomas Parent, and this is my hospital.
My name is Kenneth Bookman, NCH. This is my hospital.
NCH, this is my hospital.
Still think real estate's a gamble? Not at Vineyards. When you look at the homes, amenities, the community itself, and the fact that Vineyards is debt-free, you can't lose. And here's our ace up the sleeve. A full golf lifetime membership, free with every new home purchase. We've stacked the deck in your favor at Vineyards. Come see our 15 new models open daily.
Hi, I'm Adam Fisher with the Naples Daily News, and I don't just write about high school football, I live it.
What's up, Mr. Fisher? Don't worry about it.
Catch up on the latest in high school football with Andy Sodergren and me, Adam Fisher, each week at naplesnews.com/prepzone. We make high school football real.
It wouldn't be a show about life hacks if we didn't include phone hacks. Admit it, we're on our phones all all the time, making calls, sending texts, snapping photos, playing games, and anything that makes it faster or easier is welcome in my book.
Hi, I'm Jiksha Desai. I'm the digital director at the Naples Daily News. I use my phone a lot. I have an iPhone 6 and it's with me from the minute I wake up till when I go to sleep at night. And since I use it all the time, I found a couple of tips that I think you may enjoy too. One of my favorite tips helps you charge your phone faster. It's called using the airplane mode feature. The airplane mode is a little icon that's of an airplane on your device, on your iPhone or iPad, and it turns off all other media coming into your phone, either turning off any radio signals. So when you're charging your phone, all it's doing is charging the phone. There's no background texting or phone calls coming through. It's just focused on charging your phone, and this can help you save several minutes when you're in a rush and need to get back to 20 or 30% battery life. One of my other favorite features is the Do Not Disturb mode. Do Not Disturb silences any text messages, alerts, or phone calls coming to your device. I use this when I'm going to sleep at night, or if I haven't slept enough, I need to get a good night's rest. The good thing about Do Not Disturb is you can control which alerts or phone calls you want to receive. If you have friends or family, you want to make sure you receive their phone calls, you can add them to your favorites in the contact list, and any phone calls or text messages by them will come to you. But other alerts and messages or phone calls will still come to your phone, but they'll be silent and will not create a vibration or any alert. My last tip is creating your own contact in your address book. What it is you create a contact for yourself. You put your photo, you put your birthday, put your email, phone number, address, everything in there. And so when you when you want to share information with somebody here, all you do is share your contact with them, and when they receive it, they will see your face, your birthday, your phone number, and everything else that you want to share with them. I hope you found these tips helpful. I know I use them all the time. Something else I use a lot too is the Naples News app. It's available for Android, iPhone, iPad, and it's a great way of keeping in touch with all the news happening in Naples and Southwest Florida.
It was a big week for lovers of the iPhone. Apple released details on its new iPhone 7. Will it be hot or not? Our experts weigh in.
So it's end of summer, you know what that means. Labor Day picnics, back to school, and a new iPhone awaiting consumers. Well, in light of slumping iPhone sales, are folks as excited about that new iPhone as they were in years past?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know.
I think it ended with 4S.
I mean, I'm excited, but I think they've reached a point where the phone's so good, I'm not stoked to go get a new version.
True. I mean, they don't really change anything besides the camera and the speed, I guess.
I think 5 years ago I probably would have been more excited because, that was more close to their first generation.
Analysts say this year's new features are kind of minimal, removing the headphone jack and an improved camera. How's that going to play?
Okay. I mean, we are part of social media now, so that's great.
Robert, what could Apple do to get you really excited again?
Just improve, the knickknacks of it. They're
how about a screen that doesn't crack?
I like that idea because that happens to me often. So I think that's if that can be done, yeah. An impossible to crack screen.
I'll tell you what, how about waterproof? I know Samsung's can be waterproof.
True.
So
Waterproof.
where's Apple at with that?
I'll probably be standing in line the way that most people will if they want to get it right away.
You stand in line every year?
I have once. And then other times I've just ordered it and kind of waited. But, for this new one, I'll probably be waiting in line.
How long do you keep your phone now?
Sadly, still every year I change it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not excited. You're not excited, but you'll get the new one.
I'm going to purchase it, yeah.
Okay. And why do you buy a new one every year then?
Good question.
Apple's expected to introduce the new iPhone on September 7th. From Venice Beach, California, Jefferson Graham, USA Today.
There's still a few months before the holidays, but seasoned shoppers are already on it, and Walmart is more than happy to help with their picks on a new crop of top toys. There's a world of life hacks to explore. We hope you enjoyed these. That's a wrap for this edition of Behind the Headlines. Thank you for watching. You can see all our shows by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the left-hand side, under Quick Links, select Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week.